Hi, my name is Nicole, and I've been a customer of your products since 2022. I also follow you on Facebook and Instagram. I wanted to share this video today because I was on Facebook and I came across one of your ads, which I normally do. I was interested in buying one of your products, but when I clicked on it, it took me to your homepage and not the product page. And I knew that was a problem considering my previous and past experience with ad campaigns and customer intent ad flow. So this stood out to me. And as I took a little deeper into the ad campaign, I noticed that you've been running it since the last couple of days, which is good. But the problem is that it didn't take me to where I expected to go. So because of that, I wanted to go back to your homepage, which I am here on. And this is my very first time seeing your website. I saw that you had some other things I felt like could be improved. So I wanted to cover that in this video for you. So I noticed that you're a Christian based family business. I'm a Christian myself. My mother and father are both a bishop and a reverend. So starting with your hero section here, which is this section here, which I'm pointing at, when someone clicks on your ad and lands here, this is the very first thing they see. And the headline you have here says Tool for Bibles. It explains a category, but it doesn't explain clearly what this helps me do. If I'm new to your brand, I would need to quickly understand, if this is helping me study much deeper, journal more intentionally, make devotion time more meaningful. Even slightly adjusting the headline to focus on the benefit could help guide people better. I noticed that the small text under the headline feels slightly compared to everything else, and strengthening that would make it easier for people to read, and it could improve for clarity. So, since you're a family owned Christian business, reinforcing that identity somewhere in this top section could help build connection immediately. I noticed the free shipping banner here at the top. The free shipping over 50 is strong, and making that stand out just a little more could add immediate value when someone lands on the page. I also wanted to cover your social proof section down here, where you claim to have a million plus 5-star reviews, I'm sure. But there's a few things I want to cover here, which I know I found very noticeable. From a customer perspective, you know, this is kind of inconsistent and creates small doubt. Starting with that, this session is strong, but showing over 1 million 5-star reviews is powerful. When I look at it closely, only one of the review cards here where it says verified purchases, that shows and the other one doesn't. And I think that causes some inconsistency here with verification about your customers and testimonials, and I feel that that can be improved. So if your reviews are verified, though, it would help to show that clearly on all of them, or better yet, show somewhere where they're coming in, like Facebook, Google, any external source that shows the validity of your reviews section here. So when visitors can click through and verify the reviews directly, that builds even more trust. It also gives them the chance to leave additional reviews for themselves. That kind of transparency strengthens credibility naturally overall. The other thing I wanted to cover here is your mission. I feel like this can be a bit more stronger. The mission is meaningful though, and seeing that it was founded by teachers in Louisiana and building around faith is strong. But I didn't clearly see the words family owned, which should be emphasized here, especially for your audience that matters. Saying you're a family owned Christian business builds trust and makes it feel very personal. I also noticed that the section here where you mentioned accessible pricing right here below it. Um, Excuse me, I am drinking a water here. So seeing that right along with the purposeful design and God glorifying intent, text here, those three statements, they're very powerful. They're just not details, they're your foundation. And I wanted to emphasize on that part. Right now, they're placed lower on the homepage, and I believe they could have more impact if they were moved closer to the top. Probably somewhere right around here between your hero section and the second column here. I'm sorry, second row. Maybe directly like where I said. So that way, your visitors immediately understands what you stand for. You could also repeat those values in the footer so that they're reinforced across the entire site. And this is your footer here. Okay, so if you have any establishment photos though for your mission, anything that shows, where something like, your office images, shop images, photos of the people, the founders, the family, you could add those in there. It would deepen authenticity and credibility for your new visitors, new customers, regular customers, and so on. People connect with people, not just product. Just want to mention that. The other thing I wanted to cover is the section here. I'm going to scroll, excuse me about that. Okay. Sorry about that. I want to cover this section here. Okay. So your product feature section, this layout works well because the product is large and clear. It builds confidence. Using these larger images approach across more of the home page could elevate perceived quality and improve conversion. Now, as far as your site navigation and user flow, one improvement could be adding more visually stronger primary action in the navigation. Something like shop best sellers that stands out. That way, new visitors aren't guessing where to start. And as a matter of fact, I can actually show you where I will put that here. So, right here in this session, I would definitely say would be more congruent. That way, when people are looking at what they're seeing, they don't want to feel confused coming to the website. Um, so, yeah, definitely strengthening the top collection area here with slightly larger visuals and a guiding sentence would turn it into a pathway. Right below this section would be a strong place to add a not sure where to start guide uh, for beginners, study tools, or gift shoppers. So visitors can choose a direction instead of guessing. That would absolutely help guide different types of visitors more intentionally. The core issue for me really was the biggest thing that stood out. It was the ad direct. So I just want to come over. So you do have this ad campaign running, and when I click on it, or if anybody shopping for pants and they come across your ad, they were to click this for the very first time, this is what happens. They're not taken immediately to the product page. And that's what happened to me. And I noticed that that's not where the intent or the end goal, I should say, should be for any returning or new customers. So I would definitely say that needs to be fixed. And just my conclusion, I genuinely value your brand considering I've been a customer of yours for 4 years and what you stand for as a Christian family based business. From both a customer perspective and a user journey perspective, small adjustments in flow, clarity, and trust, visibility, and value positioning could definitely make a noticeable difference. If you liked any of what was observed and covered here for me, I definitely like to talk any of this further with you. Thank you for your time.